Hi everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be part of our strength building series. So today we're going to be working on the lower body. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any class requests or if you want more or less of something, head over to my Instagram and let me know. We're going to get started today lying on our backs. Start lying on your back with your knees bent and your arms in a cactus position. And take a nice smooth inhale through the nose, fill the lungs, fill the belly. Hold it at the top. And then exhale through your mouth. One more like that. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Feel the bottom ribs expand, feel the belly expand. And then let it go through your mouth. And start to breathe in and out through the nose. Maybe bringing a gentle constriction to the back of the throat for Ujjayi Pranayama. And if you need more time to stay here, feel free to pause. Otherwise, we're going to get moving. Take the hands down by the side bodies. Bring the feet about hips distance apart and parallel. Gentle squeeze of the inner thighs as if you're squeezing a block. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, think of rolling the frontal hip points towards the ribs as you roll the length of the spine up to the shoulders, coming into bridge. Take an inhale at the top and then exhale, reversing that movement, rolling down the spine. The sacrum and the tailbone come last. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll the length of the spine. Think of the heels digging into the floor to activate the hamstrings. Take an inhale at the top and then roll down the length of the spine. And this time, as you inhale, you're going to tuck the tailbone, roll up, start to lift the arms up towards the ceiling, maybe overhead. And then as you exhale, roll down the length of the spine, bring the hands back down by the side bodies. Two more like that. Inhale, roll the length of the spine, lift the arms. Exhale, roll down. And take one more like this. Inhale, rolling. Exhale, come down. Plant the hands down by the side of the body. Inhale, roll the length of the spine up into bridge, and this time we'll hold. Think of gently drawing the inner thighs down and towards each other as you think of pulling the heels towards the glutes. You should feel the hamstrings strongly engaged. Try and relax the glutes and relax the shoulders. And then keeping the hips even, you can take your hands to your hip points if that helps. Start to shift the weight into the left leg and draw the right knee into the chest, single leg bridge. Stay here, or on your exhale, start to straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. Either with the knee bent or the knee straight, you can start to make little circles with your leg, moving from the hip and not from the foot. Try and keep the left hip and leg stable. And then change the direction. Relax the jaw. And come to stillness if your knee was straight. On an inhale, draw it into the chest. And then exhale, place the right foot down. Even off through the pelvis, shift the weight into the right. Keep the hips even as you draw the left knee up in towards the chest, single leg bridge. Stay here or extending the legs straight. And then taking some circles, moving from the hip joint. The circles can be big or small, wherever you are. Just try and control the stability of the lower body. And change directions. And coming to stillness, if your knee was bent on your inhale, draw it in towards the chest. And then exhale, plant it down. On your next inhale, stay in your bridge, raise up onto your toes, lift the heels. And then exhale, take the heels down, roll down the length of the spine. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, roll up the length of the spine, raise the heels. Exhale, keep the heels lifted, roll down the length of the spine, and then lower the heels. Inhale, tuck the tail, roll the length of the spine, lift the heels. This time stay up on the toes, and once more as you exhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Stay here or maybe straighten the leg. And then this time you're going to inhale to stay. Exhale, drop the right heel, or left heel. Inhale, raise up onto the left toes. Exhale, drop the heel. One more. Inhale, raise the left heel. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, come back up onto the left toes. Exhale, lower the right toes so you're up in a toe bridge. And take an inhale here. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards your chest. Stay here or extend the leg up. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop the right heel. Inhale, raise up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise onto the right toes. Exhale, lower the left toes and then roll down the length of the spine. And draw the knees in towards you. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze, rocking from side to side. And then start to roll the length of the spine 3 or 4 times. And then cross over the ankles, make your way into a tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll take cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, reach the sternum. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll through the spine, press the shoulder blades away. Inhale, lead with the sternum. Think of the sternum coming to the ground and then rolling through the spine. Tailbone comes last. Cow belly. And then exhale, tucking first with the tailbone, roll up the spine, pressing the shoulders away. And then find some organic movement here, working to the pace of your breath, doing whatever feels good in your spine. And then coming to a neutral spine. On your next inhale, drop the belly, bend the right knee and raise the foot up towards the sky. As you exhale, think of rounding into cat, draw knee to nose. Inhale, keep the bend in the knee, send the sole of the foot up to the sky, cow belly. Exhale, round knee to nose. One more, inhale. Exhale. This time as you inhale, drop the belly, raise the foot up. Stay here or maybe reach back with the left hand, grabbing hold of the inside edge of the right foot. Kicking the foot into the hand to open up the shoulder, open up the hip. And kicking strongly into the hand, you should feel the quads starting to wake up on the right. And then slowly with control, release to spinal balance. Inhale, left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back. And then as you exhale, you're going to sweep the right leg off to the right, the left arm off to the left, trying to keep them at the height of the hip and the shoulder. Inhale to spinal balance. Exhale, take it off to the side. The right toes will point towards the front of the mat. Inhale, take it back to spinal balance. One more, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand. And then as you exhale, next, chaturanga, lifting the right leg up towards the sky, squeezing the glute. Inhale, back to a 3-legged table. 2 more like that. Exhale, bend into chaturanga, arms, chin to the floor. Inhale, 3-legged table. Exhale, bend. Inhale, 3-legged table. Exhale, right foot under the left. Inhale, drop the belly, reach the left sole of the foot up towards the sky, knee is bent. Exhale, round knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the sole of the foot up. And then stay here or reach back with the right hand for the inside of the left foot. Grabbing a hold of the left foot, strongly keep the foot back into the hand. And trying to keep the hips and the pelvis even. And if you have a hold of the foot, slowly with control, release, spinal balance. Inhale. Take the right arm forward, the left foot back, toes are pointing down. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, the left toes are going to point towards the front of the room as you sweep the arm and the leg out to the side. Inhale back to spinal balance, toes point down. Exhale, take it to the side, keep the hip lifted. Inhale back. One more. Exhale. Inhale to spinal balance. Exhale, take the hand and the foot down. Tuck under the toes. Inhale, cow belly breath. And this time as you exhale, round the spine, lift the knees to a hover. Keep the knees hovering. Inhale, cow belly. Exhale, round the spine. Keep going like this. You won't be able to get as much movement in through the spine, but just do what you can. You should feel the quads starting to burn. Take 2 more. And then lower the knees down. Take the left leg back out into your spinal balance leg. I'm doing what I forgot to do. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, bend into chaturanga arms. Keep the left leg straight, chin to the floor. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, left knee meets right. Inhale, cow belly breath. Stay on the tops of the feet this time as you exhale, round the spine. Lift the knees to hover. If it's too much staying on the top of your feet, feel free to come back to the toe tuck position. Otherwise, we'll take a few rounds of our cat-cow in this hovering position. Starting to work the muscles in the front of the legs now. Two more. Take an inhale, cow belly. Exhale, lower the knees, round out the spine. Tuck the toes, send the hips back to the heels, and then start to straighten the legs for your first downward facing dog. Lengthen your stance if you need to. Ground down evenly through both hands and pedal out the feet. Coming to stillness, the feet are hips distance apart. Keeping the hips nice and even. Inhale, sweep the right leg straight up behind you. And then as you exhale, you're going to turn the right toes to the outside of the room. You should feel your right glutes start to engage. And then on your inhale, you're just going to pulse that leg a little higher towards the sky, keeping the shoulders even. Exhale to release. Inhale, pulse it up. Exhale, release. Inhale, pulse it up. Exhale, release. Rotate the hip back to neutral. Take an inhale. And then exhale, round the spine. Step the foot forward in between the hands. Drop the left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Anjaneyasana. Think of drawing the right hip back, the right heel back towards the left. And then staying on the top of the back foot if you can. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, fire up through the back leg. Press the hands down as you lift the back knee up off the floor. Inhale, raise the arms up, drop the knee. It's a small movement. Exhale, lift the back knee, press the arms down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, raise up and hold. Arms can stay down or maybe sweep the arms up. Exhale, lower everything down, straighten out through the front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. you shift back forward into your low lunge, take an inhale, fire up through the back leg, lift the back knee, exhale to plank pose. Take an inhale here, exhale, shift forward, lower down, chaturanga, and then lower all the way to the belly. First gentle back bend, cobra, inhale, peel the chest up, roll it all the way down. 2 more. Inhale, press the feet into the ground. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, roll down. Knees up or down, fire up through the legs, hug the elbows. Inhale, press back to plank. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg straight up behind you. And then as you exhale, rotate the leg externally, turning the toes to the side of the mat. And then as you inhale, you're going to pulse that leg a little higher towards the sky, feel the glute engage. Exhale, slight release. Inhale, pulse. Exhale, release. 3 more. And then rotate the leg neutrally, take an inhale. Exhale, step it all the way up in between the hands. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Anjaneyasana. And then as you exhale, pressing into the top of the back foot, shoot the arms down as you lift the back knee. Inhale, lower the knee, raise the arms up. Exhale, press the arms down, raise the knee. Inhale, raise the arms, lower the knee. 1 more, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sit the hips back, straighten the front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. And shift it forward into your low lunge, take an inhale, lift the back leg. Exhale to plank pose. Inhale here to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. This time your choice, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, take it into downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up behind you. Exhale, step it up in between the hands. Keep the back foot, the back heel lifted this time, feet hips distance apart. Inhale, raise the arms up, crescent. Take an inhale here. This time as you exhale, keep the arms above your head, dip the back knee just to hover above the mat. Inhale, straighten the back knee. Exhale to dip. Inhale to lift. 3 more. And come back up to crescent. Keep your crescent, and as you exhale, just hinge the torso forward at a 45, as if you're reaching for something at the top of the room. If this is too much, you can always sweep the arms back behind you. Keep the right hip hugging underneath you. Take 3 more breaths. Inhale, come back up to crescent. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend both knees, dip the back knee to the mat. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, dip to the mat. 3 more. Slow and with control. Take 1 more inhale, raise all the way to straight. And then exhale, fold forward, pyramid pose, coming to fold over a straight front leg. Releasing any tension in the neck and the jaw. You can feel free to lift the front toes up to increase the hamstring stretch. And then plant the hands at the top of the mat. Inhale, step back to a plank, or option single leg plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, step it all the way through. Line up for crescent. Inhale, raise all the way up. Exhale, tap the back knee to the mat. Inhale, straighten the back leg. Exhale to tap. Inhale to straighten. Take 3 more. Inhale to crescent. And then as you exhale, hinge the torso forward at a 45. Hands are either reaching straight out in front of you or shooting towards the back of the room. Wherever you are, I want you to ground down through the left heel, hug the left hip in and underneath you, and almost think of drawing it backwards as you reach the arms and the torso long and forward. Two more breaths. Inhale, raise all the way up to crescent. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, dip the back knee to the floor. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to dip. Take 3 more. Keep grounding down into the big toe of the front foot. Inhale, come all the way to straight. And then as you exhale, fold forward over the front leg, pyramid pose. Send the back heel towards the floor, even though it won't touch. And think of hugging that left hip back and underneath you as you relax the neck, relax the shoulders. And then plant the hands. Inhale, step back to plank or single leg plank. Exhale, option single leg chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Line up heel to heel for warrior one. Back foot turns in at an angle. Inhale, raise all the way up. Warrior one. Hug the right hip back and underneath you as you think of rotating the left ribs towards the front of the room. Tailbone descends towards the floor as the crown of the head reaches for the sky. Sink a little deeper if you can. Take an inhale. Exhale, interlace the hands behind you. Inhale, broaden the collarbones, send the fists down. Exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Hands come up and overhead or they rest at your lower back. Wherever you are, keep that right hip hugging underneath you, strong grounding through the back left foot. And now we're going to add some spinal rolls to that. So however feels good in your spine, you're going to think of rolling up the length of your spine all the way back up to warrior one. And then send the chest forward, think of undulating like a wave as the arms come up and overhead into humble warrior. And as soon as you're down, exhale, roll back up the length of the spine. It doesn't have to look any particular way. It's just inviting some fluidity into the spine, into the movement. And take one more. And then inhale, release the arms, warrior one. Bring the hands to interlace behind you at the base of the shoulder blades, either fist to fist, reverse prayer, or elbow to elbow. Straighten the front leg, hop the back foot in a little bit, take an inhale. And then exhale, Purvodhanasana, folding forward over that straight front leg. This time the back foot is grounded. And just like in warrior one, don't lose the contact of that back foot. Try and keep a little bit of an up dog movement in your upper back as you start to fold forward deeper over the front leg. And then if you haven't interlaced with the hands, slowly release the hands to the floor. Step the left leg back so you're in a low lunge. Inhale. Exhale to plank or single leg plank. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Set yourself up for warrior one on this side and inhale, raise all the way up. Set up your alignment points on this side and then settle in for a few breaths, releasing any tension. Taking an inhale to gather length. Exhale, interlace the non-dominant way behind the back. Inhale, send the fist down, open up the chest. Exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. This time hugging the left hip underneath you, grounding down strongly through the right foot. And then starting to invite some movement through the body, so starting to roll up through the length of the spine. And then as you inhale, sending the chest forward, then sending the arms up and overhead. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, starting to roll up through the spine. And then keep going like this to your own rhythm. Take one more. You should really feel that left quad starting to burn. Inhale, release up to warrior one. And then take whatever interlace or mudra you want behind your back. Straighten out the front leg, hop the back foot in a little bit. Take an inhale, broaden the collarbones. And then squaring off as much as you can through the pelvis. Exhale, start to fold over the pelvis, coming over that straight front leg. Making sure you don't hyperextend through that front knee. The front leg is very active, as if you're pulling a stocking up the entirety of your front leg. And then slowly releasing the hands. Inhale, untuck the back toes, step back to a low lunge. Exhale to plank. Take an inhale here to prepare, and then take it through your vinyasa, or as always, you can take it straight back to downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat, step, walk, or float. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sink the hips, chair pose. And then as you exhale, you're just going to cactus out the arms, open up the chest. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sweep the arms straight back behind you. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, chair pose, sink a little deeper. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, come into chair pose. This time as you sweep the arms back, exhale, you're going to raise up onto the toes. Inhale, drop the heels, sink the hips, chair. Exhale, sweep the arms, raise onto the toes. Inhale, chair. Take 3 more like that. This time, sweep the arms back, raise onto the toes as you exhale. Stay onto the toes, sweep the arms forward to shoulder height on your inhale. And then slowly start to sink all the way down to the heels, staying up on the toes. Take an inhale here at the bottom, and then as you exhale, staying on the toes just as slowly as you came down, you're going to come all the way back up to standing. Try and keep the knees tracking directly forward over the ankles. Straighten the legs all the way up. Inhale, raise the hands up and overhead. Staying on the toes, exhale, slowly with control. Start to dive the chest forward. This might take several breaths to get you all the way down into a forward fold. Release the toes, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, sink the hips, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. Step the right foot forward, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, through a vinyasa or straight to downward dog. Look forward, step the left foot, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, take the hands down with or without a vinyasa, make your way to dog. Look to the top of the mat, step, walk or float. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sink the hips, chair pose. Exhale to stand. One more like that. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it through a vinyasa. Step the right foot forward, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, with or without a vinyasa, make your way to dog. Look forward, step the left leg, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, take it down, we meet in dog. Look to the top of the mat, step, walk or float to Malasana. Feet to the outsides of the hands, heels in, toes out. Take an inhale here. Exhale, sink a little deeper. And this time as you inhale, keep the elbows pressing into the knees, raise up onto the toes. Exhale, Malasana. If this is too much, you can always raise the hips up a bit so that you're in a bit of a higher spot. Inhale, raise to the toes. Exhale, Malasana. Take 3 more of these. Working with the pace of your own breath. And come down on your next inhale, come all the way to standing, keep the feet as they are, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink it all the way back down into Malasana. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, come down. Keep going like this. Make sure that your knees are tracking directly to where your toes are tracking. So if your knees are collapsing in, you might need to adjust your feet and vice versa, or just don't come down quite as far. You can always add a jump at the top if you're feeling super energetic. One more. And come all the way back into Malasana. Plant the hands, optional crow pose. However you want to get there, we're going to take a few breaths and make our way to downward facing dog. If you're not there already, make your way into downward dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Set up for crescent. Inhale, raise up crescent. Exhale, drop the back heel, warrior one. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, walk the right foot over, heel to arch, warrior two. Sink nice and deep into your warrior two, shoulder over the hips. Right hip hugging underneath you, and the right hip points directly forward in line with the foot and the ankle. And flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior, sweep the sky. Exhale, stay in the legs. Bring the right arm forward. You're either going to come forearm to front thigh, hand to the inside of the foot, or hand to the outside of the foot. Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Wherever you are, the most important thing is that knee stays over its ankle, the right hip hugging underneath you. And keep active through the back leg. And reconnect to your breath. Look down at the front foot as you inhale, come back to warrior two, exhale, settle. So we're going to flow. Inhale takes you to reverse warrior. Exhale, sweep the right arm in front of you towards the left side of the room. As the left arm comes forward, come into a modified side angle. Inhale, back to reverse warrior. Exhale, come into a modified side angle. Sinking low into the front leg, take 3 more. Make sure that that front leg keeps pointing straight forward. Nice deep breaths. Take 1 more reverse warrior, straighten out the front leg, hallelujah. And then exhale back into warrior 2. Sorry, not sorry. Inhale, straighten out the front leg, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, strongly straighten the front leg, sweep the arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more. Take 1 more reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Send the right leg back. Plank or one-legged plank. Take it through a vinyasa or straight to downward dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Set up for crescent. Inhale, raise all the way up. Exhale, warrior 1. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart, open up, warrior 2. Sink nice and deep in your warrior 2, set up your solid foundation. Right ribs wrapping slightly to the right as you sink nice and deep into the left heel. And then flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come into your version of side angle. Forearm to thigh, hand to the inside or hand to the outside. Wherever you are, sweep the right arm forward to the front of the room. Hug the left hip under you and re-ground through that back foot. Open the side of the chest to the front of the room, to the long end of your mat. Open up your chest. There we go. Relax the toes, take 3 more breaths. Look down towards the front foot. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, sink deep. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, send the left arm in front of you. Sweep the right arm to the front of the room as you fold forward, modified side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, modified side angle. 3 more. Breathe through it. And then inhale, reverse your triangle, straighten out through the front leg. Exhale, straight back into warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the front leg, sweep the arms up and overhead. Keep the torso towards the long end of the mat. Exhale, warrior 2. Keep the knee tracking. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, straighten the leg. Exhale, warrior 2. 3 more. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Take it through your vinyasa or take it straight to downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat. Step, walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sink the hips, chair pose. Exhale, balanced chair. Stay on the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the height of the shoulder. Exhale, slow as you can, sink all the way to the heels. Just as slowly, come all the way up to standing. And when you get there, raise the arms up and overhead. And then take several breaths, staying on the toes, swan dive yourself forward. Drop the heels, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold, optional crow, make your way through a vinyasa. Take it all the way to downward dog. Last little standing sequence. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward for crescent. Inhale, raise all the way up, crescent pose. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, open it up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, modified side angle. Sweep the right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, come all the way into triangle pose. Just for a breath, look forward. Start to take the right hand forward and come up to balance, half moon pose. Option to keep the right hand on the floor, or maybe bring the right hand to hover. And then slowly, you're going to make your way up into a single leg 5-pointed star. So start to float the right hand up as you teeter-totter the left leg down. So you're going to kind of come into a standing star shape, hovering on the right leg. And then take a big wide step with the left leg, coming into a goddess squat. So I know that my back's to you. But you're going to have your hands in a cactus position, palms are facing out. And on your inhale, raise up, straighten the arms. Exhale, bend the knees, cactus the arms. 4 more, inhale, exhale. And as always, your knees are going wherever your toes are going. So really engage the glutes, even if that means you don't go so deep. And then hold it in your goddess pose. Take the hands to the inner thighs. Take an inhale in center, and then exhale. Dip the left shoulder, turn to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, dip the right shoulder, turn to the left. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Keep the bend in the knees. Exhale. Inhale, come into 5-pointed star. Exhale, back to warrior two at the front of the mat. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. With or without a vinyasa, make your way to downward dog. Last side. Inhale, sweep the leg up, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, come through center, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, modified side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, come all the way into triangle. Take a breath here, and then look forward with control. Keep the knee tracking forward, step the left hand forward, and come up to balance, half moon pose. Option here to keep the left hand hovering. Wherever you are, think of karate chopping the outside edge of the right foot up towards the sky. And then if your left hand wasn't hovering, start to hover it up off the floor. Start to take it to the front of the room as you slowly take the right leg down. And if you fall, don't worry, come back in. Making your way into a single leg star shape. And then stepping the right leg wide on the mat. Coming back into your goddess pose. This time you're going to keep the hands at heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, raise up onto the right toe. Exhale, heel down. Inhale, raise the left heel. Exhale, down. One more each side. And then both heels. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale to raise. exhale to lower. Take 3 more. Try and avoid the ankles just rolling out to the sides. Try and think of the ankles coming up smoothly on a straight line. And then drop the heels, inhale, straighten the legs. Parallel the feet, exhale. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide leg forward fold. Any hand variation that you like, maybe you hook the big toes, maybe you crawl the hands towards the back of the mat. And then a little bit different here. You're going to start to walk the hands towards the right foot. Turn the right foot out to the back corner of your mat, so it's on a 45-degree angle. And then start to sink into that right hip. We're coming into Skandasana. So you might stay up here really high, or you might turn the left toes up towards the ceiling. Strongly send the right heel down towards the floor. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. And maybe you bring the hands to hover at heart center. Wherever you are, you should feel a pretty decent stretching through the inner left leg and the right calf. If you want to add a twist here, you can take the right hand down, maybe sweep the left arm up towards the sky. And then coming back to center, either with the hands on the ground or at heart center, start to make your way over towards the left side, keeping the hips low, turning that left foot out. Maybe the right foot turns to the sky, and maybe you can keep that left heel down on the mat. Stay here, or feel free to add in your twist. And then bring your hands back to heart center, and we're just going to flow between the two sides for a few cycles of breath. So take it at your pace, trying to keep nice and low and fluid in through the hips. You can always add arm movements. And then take one more to the back of the mat. And then come all the way to the front of the mat, meeting in a low lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the left leg back with or without a vinyasa. Make your way to downward dog. And then when you're in your downward dog, take a nice deep bend in through the knees. Think of sending the hips to the back of the mat, getting as much length in through the torso as you can. And then keep this length, start to keep the heels down towards the floor, and then maybe start to straighten the legs, feeling the difference in the stretch. And then looking towards the front of the room, step the right foot forward, drop the back knee, untuck the toes, and as you inhale, peel the chest forward. This might be enough of a stretch for you, otherwise making sure you're not on your left kneecap. Start to bend through the left knee, reach back with the right hand, grabbing for the inside of the foot and pulling the heel towards the glute. Twisting the chest open towards the right. You can always use a strap here if you need. And then slowly with control, releasing that left foot. Start to walk the hips back, coming into Ardha Hanumanasana. You could stay here or start to sink the hips back to the inside of the left foot. So you're in Ardha Virasana. If it doesn't work to sit your hips on the inside of the heel, then sit your hips on top of your heel. Whatever works best for you. Your right leg is extended out in front of you. Take an inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, fold forward as much as is comfortable in your body. Sometimes it helps to take the right hand off to the right to stabilize out through the sit bones. keep long through the torso. And then wherever you are, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Start to walk yourself forward back into a low lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, step it back to plank. Optional vinyasa, or take it straight back to downward facing dog. Step the left leg forward, drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Stay here or start to bend through the right knee, reaching back with the left hand for the foot, drawing the heel in towards the glute. Make sure you're not on top of your kneecap, but rather on the bottom of your quads. You won't damage your kneecap, it's just super uncomfortable. And then slowly with control, release the leg if you've got it. Start to walk the hands back, coming first into Ardha Hanumanasana. And you can feel free to hang out here if you feel like this is the best stretch for you. Otherwise, keep sinking the hips back either on top of the right heel or to the inside of the right heel. Feel free to get the calf muscle out of the way. Your right knee points straight out of your right hip. Feel free to keep the left hand off to the left for support. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, folding forward any amount. Bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders, slowly start to walk yourself back forward to the low lunge. Take an inhale. And then exhale, take it all the way back to plank. Option for a vinyasa, or take it straight to downward dog. Look towards the hands, step, walk or float to a seat. And then make your way into a comfortable cross-legged position. So you could stay here, or you can start to take the left heel around by the right hip and stack the right heel by the left hip, and then stack the left knee on top of the right knee, outside edges of the feet to the floor. One day I will get the instruction for this pose right, but it's not today. So you can stay here with just your Gomukhasana legs, or if you want to incorporate the shoulders, take the right arm up and over. Reach the left arm underneath, take an inhale. Stay upright, or if you can keep grounded through the sit bones and it's comfortable, you can start to lean forward. So the further away your feet are from your hips and the more parallel they are to the front of the mat, the more you should feel the hips stretch. And if you have another favorite hip opener like double pigeon or any other pose, feel free to take it. And if you folded forward, slowly start to come up. Unwind the arms if you've got them. Take the hands behind you, and you're just going to switch out the legs. So either crossing the other leg in front for a simple seated pose, or taking the left heel by the right glute, stacking the right knee on top of the left, outside edges of the feet to the floor. Make your legs as parallel as is comfortable for you. Try and keep both sit bones grounded. Stay here, or take the left arm up and behind you. Reach the right hand behind the back, maybe grasping for the clasp. Stay upright or start to fold forward at the hips. Folded forward, slowly start to make your way up. Release the bind of the arms if you've got it. Slowly unwind the legs. And from here, you're just going to extend the legs out in front of you. One final stretch. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. Start to really slow down the breathing. Relax the neck, relax the jaw. And then slowly roll it up. Scoot yourself towards the top of the mat, bend the knees. Reach the arms out in front of you, and as slowly as you can, start to roll onto your back. Gently engaging your hamstrings will help your core lower you down slower. And then just take one final hug of the knees, maybe a happy baby if that's calling for you. Feel free to take a spinal twist here, bringing the arms out to a cactus, dropping the knees off to one side, and then the other side. And feeling free to take as long in those stretches as you need to. And when you're ready, rolling yourself up into a little ball, squeezing the nose towards the knees, tensing every muscle in the body, pressing the lower back into the floor. And then releasing into Shavasana, sending the legs long, the palms up towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose, fill the lungs, fill the belly. Hold it at the top. And then release it through the mouth. And slowly start to feel the body melting into the floor. Feeling the shoulders relax, the jaw relax, the lower back and the legs relaxed and supported on the mat. And feeling the energy and the strength you have created in your body. And just noticing any thoughts or feelings that came up and learning to sit with them and be comfortable with them without judgment, without attachment. Please stay here for as long as you have time for today. Today, as you go forward, may you have strength in your thoughts, conviction in your words, and confidence within your heart. Namaste.